They got me staring at the world through my rear view. Go ahead, baby, scream to God, he can hear you. I can feel your heart beating fast, cause it's time to die. Getting high, watch the time fly. And all my motherfuckers staring at the world through my rear view. Go ahead, baby, scream.
Hi guys, we're back with Juzzie, and we're back with two new installs for the TweakedGSX. This is my Suzuki GSX-S750. It's a 2022 model, and if you subscribe to my channel, you'll see a whole bunch of videos that I'm doing to transform this bike. So today we're looking at two things. The first is a set of Yoshimura rear stand set, and the other is a front axle protector made by Babyface. This product here costs, I think it was about $35 Australian, and then you've got to pay for shipping on top. So in the video description, you'll be able to see the link directly to these two products. You'll then be able to add it to your cart and find out how much the shipping is via EMS Japan directly to your door. I've ordered lots of parts through this website. It's always packaged really thoroughly, and I've always got my products in tip-top condition. This part fits a number of Japanese bikes, or any bike that has an M8 thread. It comes with two stands inside, and the stands are premium finish, like ultra premium. And yeah, they come in 4 different colors, so you can suit your bike as best as you want. But because this whole area is black and I didn't want it to stick out too much, I just bought it in black. So it comes with 2 M8 Allen cap bolts inside the package, and I will just undo those now and just bolt them in. Very simple design, as you can imagine. It's got a collar inside there, as you can see. You just fit this bolt through, you bolt it on, and then all of a sudden you can service your bike. Just wanted to show you the level of quality, and I hope it's coming up on the camera, but this is actually a Yoshimura marked bolt. I cannot believe it. That's super rare. So I guess if you're in this game, you know Yoshimura products are the absolute premium. They do come with a little bit of a premium price tag, but a lot of people will say that it's well worth it. When you actually feed that through, you can see you've got that much thread. The thread just goes there into that one. So I'm just going to simply use my M8 driver to power that in, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got the item installed, and it's a super fine close, just trying to zoom in to the kickstand, but it has got a millimeters clearance at full tightness, so it's perfect fitment, just as you could imagine. In terms of how far it sits from the bike, just in case you're wondering, it's about the same as the axle nut there. So it doesn't offer any sort of level of safety, crashness, etc. It is purely just a part that is used to pop your rear of your bike up onto a bike stand. So I'll install the other part now and see how it looks. Okay, so that was the absolute easiest install you could do on this bike. Super neat, nice and black, so it doesn't contrast from anything on the bike. I really like it. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at the Babyface front axle sliders. So again, this is another Japanese product. I'll open it up and we'll have a look at the paper inside. Alright, so in the bag you get a ridiculous sticker that looks like it should be part of a, you know, infant's baby toy. But that's the actual, what's the word? That's the design logo they have for their company. Believe it or not, they're actually a well-established company in Japan, and their products are really good. They make lots of good products for different sorts of bikes. So if in the Western society you're not really familiar with this brand, you should reconsider it. Have a look at their products on the WeBike Japan website, and you'll be absolutely amazed. Up on the screen now, I have just taken a screenshot using Google Translate because I can't read a word of Japanese, and it will tell you what this is saying. But essentially it's saying that because this rod is over 20 centimeters in length, you should tighten it with no more than 5 mil. But the difference between over and under is very short. So 4 Newton meters versus 5 Newton meters. Otherwise, it's pretty much just it appears to be a nylon locking nut inside. This rod actually has a plastic tube all the way around it to keep it nice and not being sort of damaged, the thread being damaged. And yeah, it just says Babyface. So it's got, it's basically a double-ended rod with a nylon nut on either side to prevent any damage around the front axle area. Let's try and install it. Okay, so you have to start off by inserting a sort of a narrow M10 into here, because otherwise you won't be able to access that nut. So we'll undo that M10 nylon nut and check it out. Alright, so I've removed that nut now, and this is what it looks like. So you want to undo the nut that is found on this side. So you've got 10mm nut, then you've got a nylon locking nut, and then on this side there is no nylon nut. So essentially what this means is that because one side has a little collar down here, the other side does not, and it's a flat end, this collared side goes in on the left side of the bike, and you'll find that the collar then sits inside just like that. When you go to the other side of the bike, you have a thread here, so you can't actually do anything about that, but that fits through there. You then fit this on an inside part and you can lock it all together. So again, on this side, you'll see here that you've got the one black Delrin part and you've got another, and this part has a concave on the inside and it's flat on the other. And with this concave part, you can put this over so that it actually covers up the outer thread for the front axle, just like so. So that's now tightened, and you know, you only need to do it just medium hand tight, and it's not even tight at all because it's only 5 Newton meters of torque. So when you go to put this on, there's really not much to it. It is a bit tricky because you need to make sure you have a thin walled socket to actually get it in there. So that's what it looks like from the front. It probably, I would say, yeah, just equals the depth of the front what do you call those? Reflectors, the front orange reflectors, and looks pretty neat. So now I've got the front axle sliders. I don't have any sort of rear axle slider, I've just got the rear stand, but I do actually have the frame sliders though. So I don't know, maybe you guys can let me know if you can think of anything that would be otherwise suitable to protect the bike, but that's looking pretty neat. So this then means that I only have 3 products here, one of which I'm not going to install unless I feel that if I'm going on long rides that I want to change this grip to a soft grip. Right now it's actually feeling pretty nice to me. This is a soft grip from Kojima, so I'll put that aside for now. The other 2, one which I really just want to experience the stock levers for a while so I can better give a review of these speed runs. I've got this exact same type that was installed to my previous Honda Rebel, and it was an absolutely amazing set of levers. Premium quality, premium finish, absolutely perfect in every single way, made in Japan, absolutely brilliant. I'm going to wait for that one. I do have 2 carbon pieces on the way. Like I said, it's the carbon tank cover and the carbon center belly pan down below there. I do actually have a rear lowering link which I'd like to install. So that means that it drops 20mm, and I've got an equivalent amount of space that I can drop on the front here. From factory they allow you can see it in the forks, they give you that much allowance if you do wish to lower a bike. But most importantly, and I think my next video will have to be the Yoshimura R11 slip-on exhaust. Stay tuned for that video. I'll see you soon.
Your body is banging, baby. I love the way you flown it. Time to give it to daddy. Sugar and tell me how you want it. Shivering, tongue delivering, chills up that spine. That ass is mine.